Come to you from the Sea of Stars, it's Astro Viking. Today, I believe that I found a hidden jewel among decks in Clash Royale. So, this is a very unique deck because it doesn't use many of the standard cards that you see in decks like the Hog Rider, Giant, or Royal Giant. So, what it does have though is the Bowler. That's its main tank. Next, the Lumberjack can be used on defense and offense in this deck, and he's just a great card all around. So, the Princess, I like to use as chip damage, and it's also another aerial defense card. So, it's great in this deck. You have the arrows too to take out minion hordes, minions, that kind of stuff that might be backing up a Lava Hound. And then the minion horde is great for taking out the Lava Hound itself, or any other big tanks on the ground, or different air troops as well. Now then, the skeleton army is really key in this deck because you have so many elite barbarians going around now. You just need something to counter them if you're not going to use them, and the skeleton army does just that. The graveyard here is another great surprise kind of card, as well as the freeze. So those are mostly the offensive cards. You can sometimes use the freeze on defense, and there are very, very specific occasions where I've used the graveyard before, but that's very rare. So now I'm going to show you guys a few battles. In this first battle, I start off with the arrows, skeleton army, bowler, and graveyard spell. So what I like to do is start off with the bowler as my tank and then just build up a push behind it. But here he plays the elite barbarians, so I just play the bowler to counter that. Now he plays the hog rider on my right side, so I just take that out with the skeleton army. As you can see, skeleton army's just great because there's so many skeletons in it, and if they don't have a zap ready, then it's great for defense. So now the princess here, after taking out the minions, will hopefully go down and get a few shots off on his tower. And now then, here as you can see, a surprise attack. With the minion horde here, I just freeze the tower, and the minion horde just demolishes it. Now then, the princess, while that was going on, just did a bunch of chip damage like she's supposed to, so that's great. And then, now then, I can play the lumberjack here, which takes out the Valkyrie easily and effectively. Now, what I was planning on doing here is having the skeleton army go, being raged, and take out that tower, but he played the wizard, so that plan failed. Now then, I'm going to use the bowler here to counter his hog rider, and I was hoping that it would distract the wizard, but it didn't, but that's okay. The bowler now can just proceed down the right lane, and now we can work up a push on his tower. Now, to counter those minions, I play the princess, which probably wasn't the best because arrows would have taken it out faster. That's okay. Now our princess is able to get down the lane and be countered there by the elite barbarians. Now the elite barbarians, again, we could take out with the minion horde. So this deck is really great at defending minion horde. The main, elite barbarians, because the minion horde can take out the elite barbarians, the skeleton can take out the elite barbarians, and the bowler is great for taking out elite barbarians. Now then, to counter this hog rider again, skeleton army, that is just amazing because with the skeleton army, it has so many skeletons that it pushes the hog rider around, so it takes him longer to get to your tower. And then, just a few seconds ago, I played the arrows as I should on the minions, and it took him out effectively. Next, I make a big push on his right side and play the freeze spell defensively. As I was talking about earlier, you can play it defensively and offensively. Here I use it to stop his push completely on the left side. Now he just has a hog rider coming in on my right side, which I can counter with the lumberjack. The princess takes out those spear goblins, and the wizard's dealt with easily. So now, just to keep up the pressure, in case he plans on doing a little bit of damage on my right tower, then I just plant the few troops there like the bowler and the minion horde. In this next battle, I start off with the skeleton army, the freeze spell, arrows, and the bowler. Now then, again, I plan to play the bowler in the back, like that, and then the skeleton army is great for taking out the giant skeleton, except there when he zaps it. So I can use the lumberjack here, though, to finish taking off. As you can see, the lumberjack's doing his defensive job and taking out that troop, the skeleton army, very fast and effectively. Now then, I have a push worked up on his right side with the bowler and Minion Horde. As you can see, Minion Horde is great for demolishing towers when they're not ready. If they don't have cards prepared or they're out of elixir, like this guy is here clearly, then it just demolishes their tower. That brings his tower all the way down to 27 health. So I'd consider that tower basically taken. Just arrows or anything pretty much will take it out. So I'm going to use the princess here to do her chip damage on the left tower. Once you get their first tower down, then it's great to just do a little bit of chip damage, because if they do take one of your towers, then you have a head start on their next tower. Now, I'm focusing on defense, so I play the bowler here to take out that giant skeleton. That's a positive elixir trade, because the bowler is only 5 elixir, whereas the giant skeleton is 6. But the bomb from the giant skeleton takes out my bowler. Now then, to deal with Hog Rider, he plays the log a little bit early, so I just barely am able to stop myself from playing the skeleton army, and instead play the lumberjack, which then doesn't allow that Hog Rider to get too much damage on our tower. So now with the lumberjack and minions, I'm able to freeze the tower. The minions are now raged from the lumberjack, and the tower was frozen, so the minions there were able to take it down to 339. That's basically both of his towers destroyed. Now then, we're just going to wait and play the bowler in the back. This way, he plays. This way we can do some defense here. He's going to play the giant skeleton, as well as the goblin barrel, but I can take the goblin barrel out with the arrows, and that giant skeleton is dealt with very effectively with the lumberjack and the bowler. So now then, I have the minion horde, which will take out those minions, and then I freeze the tower. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of that, so that freeze was pretty much pointless, but I had a plan. Now then, the bowler here just goes and knocks back troops, like the Hog Rider here. Takes it a little bit longer to get to our tower. He plays the goblin barrel again. Now then, our bowler takes that out, and we play our princess on the right side to take out that tower that was at 27 health. Now, I can just counter this Hog Rider here. There we go. I can freeze it, and we win. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do find this deck very helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.